Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Today is a pretty epic replay. I think this one is actually the most highly rated replay of all time. I know I've said that before, but when I said it before, I said one of. This actually is the highest rated replay and most downloaded replay of all time, I think. So we've got a really old replay back from 2006. We've got LTK Excal, one of the most highly commended and best players the game has ever seen, against Levo Dackel. This game, I don't know if I just said it, is from 2006, so we're talking 13 years ago, a very, very long time ago. Excal has now retired. I think now he is a professional dancer. Actually a pretty good professional dancer with his partner, or with his wife, or whatever. And sorry, what am I going to say? I was going to say Dexcal. What the hell am I on about? Dackel, I meant to say. His tunnel actually is managing to get up there, and the car actually could finish that off, but Excal choosing not to kill that. This replay, as I said, was played a long time ago, so you're going to see different strategies than probably you've seen before. And maybe if these games were played in today's current state or current meta, maybe it would be a different outcome, even like versus some of like just today's standard players. Maybe these kind of strategies that they're doing here might not maybe not even last 30 seconds versus today's strategies. Like that tunnel there, for example, it was weird straight away. Dackel also not going for his car was a little bit strange straight away as well. But Dackel, you may remember from other CNCs as well. He was CNC 3 champion, maybe not champion. I think he came second to Apollo in the World Cyber Games 2008, I think it was. But yeah, Dackel is a very, very good CNC player, and obviously Excal, like I say, one of the best 0 players the game has ever seen. So let's see what's going to happen. We've got Excal's tunnel being denied in the center. We've got Dackel's, this is a stealth mirror, by the way, I don't know if I said that. Excal losing a load of workers there. I think that's something you could say about the current games, is that by now I'm pretty confident Dackel's workers would have all been killed, because there was no tunnel here for quite a while, and there's no defense back here. So in current games there would be more technicals probably, and big engagement here on the left side now. I wonder if that tunnel's going to go down or not. It's going to be a trade-off on both players here. And Dackel is going to come out on top. This is not going Excal's way at first. It's going absolutely horrendously for him. A tunnel going down on the right side for Dackel. Yeah, I think you'd see more technicals and more worker crushers, because although Excal's tunnels are in a nice kind of position. Well, we never attack with 3 quads. Don't know how much I'd be recommending that. Loads of quads wasted from Excal on this left side. Barracks going up, and that's because he's lost his barracks here. He does have a rebel already to capture the oil. Dackel looking by far the stronger player so far. Dackel now coming in. Don't know if he's going to drop off some terrorists and kill. No, he's not. He's going to go for more worker crushers. And Excal's getting completely rolled over so far. He's lost loads and loads of stuff. Dackel's now expanded to a 3rd supply. Capture upgrade will soon be coming in for Excal. Excal's now going to face a bit of pressure here on the right, but the RPGs are not with this. And Excal could pop here and probably win the engagement. He's got a decision to make. Does he want to pop and take this engagement or not? He's choosing not to. Instead, he's actually going for a counter-attack on the left side. And that might actually be wise, because he's going to stop this supply here, but he's also going to lose his only 2nd supply that he's got. So, yeah, we'll see how wise that is. Dackel has very smartly stealthed his supply, and the quads won't be able to detect that. Even if they force fire the ground, they have to be targeting it. It needs an RPG to back that up. RPGs are here, so he could put one RPG in either one of these. Also, maybe inside of that. Dackel behind this got 1,300. Excal's force fire in the ground, and you can see, you can't see it. Dackel's going to be able to sell it. One thing that is crazy to think about is that obviously this game was probably the most epic game at its time, but like I say, if this game with these kind of strategies was played in today's games, even your typical average player, like let's say Gen Master or someone like that, would be I'm pretty sure destroying these build orders. Like Excal so far has played absolutely horrendously, but yet you get replays, let's say like a replay versus Freestyler and Fargo, which the strategies and the micro and the decisions nowadays are much better and of a higher caliber. But yet those replays do not get even half the amount of downloads or half the amount of wubs. Very few wubs. I know obviously the games were played a long time ago and there was more players to wub and download replays back then. Massive engagement here on the right side. Excal looking like he's doing pretty well. Quads going down on both sides though. Excal's not going to win this engagement because that tunnel hit is here to support, and Excal once again losing a ton of stuff. And now Dackel's going to get a super tech. Excal in the meantime is pushing down the left side. Dackel's still on 3 supplies, also going to get his oil soon. Yeah, it's just like this was voted one of the gold replays on GameReplays.org. But you get much better replays nowadays that don't get voted gold and people vote it down. Even though there's less mistakes and better strategies being pulled off than it is being seen here. But I do appreciate at the time this would have been the pinnacle of games. This would have been an absolutely epic game. I wonder if there's any observers. There is an observer. LTK 101. Aggression down the left side, and Dackel is losing his second supply. There is a quad here though, and with the RPGs though, Excal's going to be able to defend that. Excal now got a Vet 2 quad. Dackel only collecting with 3 workers. A tunnel going up awkwardly for Dackel right next to his supply. And Excal is going to spot that and kill that very quick. So Excal, all things considered, is holding on pretty nicely. Although in the beginning of the game, Excal was getting stomped, and Excal doesn't have control of the middle, so Dackel's still on 3 supplies. Another one of Dackel's tunnel is going to go down. Dackel's also building a palace, whereas Excal is not yet on a palace. That's one thing I notice about Excal and Size. They're both very similar players, rather than like it all being about speed and stuff. They're just very like strategically minded and make some of the best decisions in the game. That's what makes them the best players. And things like dropping down a fast palace, you rarely see Size, or in this case Excal, dropping down a fast palace. They will always focus on units and tunnels first, win the engagements they need to, and then later drop down a palace. Dackel in this case is able to drop down a palace right now. That's probably because there's a nice demo trap here, by the way. Seems to be aware of it there. Only losing 1 quad, sacrificing the quad. Massive engagement now, and this is not a good fight to be taken for Excal. He's losing a load of quads, but he is holding on, and he does really want to hold on to this supply. All of it, Dackel's army has now gone down, and Dackel has completely surrounded Excal's main base. Excal is dropping down some demo traps. It's got a super powerful quad there on the right side now. And Excal's main base is now under threat. The arms dealer needs to be sold off ASAP. And the supply. Not selling the supply. The reason you want to sell it is because it's going to vet up one of these quads. That's the reason you want to do it. You see, that's a vet 2 now. But it is going to give Excal more XP because it's a vet 2. Maybe Excal planned that all along. Tunnel now going down for Excal in Dackel's base. Palace, no, arms dealer, sorry, being dropped down. A pop from Excal, and he's going to hold on to this. So we're on the 10 minutes, 20 second mark. Palace now complete for Dackel. And both armies are, or both players really, are fragmented across the map, but especially Excal, where he's like lost his main base, but he's still got a tunnel there. He's managed to recapture this supply over here. Only collecting with 3 workers though, which I don't really like. Dackel only 4 workers there. Excal's oil is slowly being chipped away. Or chipped away at, rather. No palace, weirdly, yet from Excal. Both players trying to drop down a supply on the same supply. Excal's base is completely surrounded. Surrounded. There is a battle burst out now and a Jarman for Dackel. This is going to be painful for Excal because that Jarman going inside of that bus just going to be able to kill all of this, really. Slow to react, though. Just kind of chilling for the time being. Still no palace, no garrison there from Excal. Could be killing this building here. Battlebus has gone in and actually gone down to the quads and the tunnels. That's a big loss for Dackel because I'm pretty sure that was fully loaded and had a Jarman inside of it. Another thing you'll see from in today's meta is more TNTs on oils. More TNTs in general, actually. There was no TNTs at the beginning of this game. Yeah, talk about surrounding Excal's base. Excal cannot really move out of his main base. He does have his arms dealer re-established here on the left, though. The tunnel's being established closer to Dackel's base. Just see the kind of vision that both players have got. Another battle bus going down to more quads. That's not good for Dackel. Maybe he wants to be kind of amassing them up, going with like 2 or 3 at a time rather than just sending 1 at a time. No black market from Dackel. I would like to see at least a fake drop down and then upgraded later. Command center potentially going down, but Dackel's going to be quick to defend this, only with 2 quads though. I don't think he's going to be able to hold on. Dackel has got the bounty. He's also got a bus as well. Command center is forced to be sold, but I think he's got the bounty though, so... But Excal is managing to turn this around, all things considered how bad his start was at the beginning. Main supply now going down for Dackel. His palace is tucked nicely in the back, so I'm not sure if that's going to be going down. Not sure how many RPGs are inside of there, if any. No, he doesn't have any, but at least his stealth is not going to fire though, so he's going to have a palace for the majority of the game unless a tunnel gets built. Got engagement on the right side as well, so a bit of a base trade. Excal looking like he's going to lose this right side. All of his main stuff is here. That Jarman does not want to be engaging there. That Excal not reacting. It's a bit of a base swap situation almost. Excal's still managing to hold on to his main, but Dackel now has thrown away his massive advantage that he had in the beginning. Is now having to build only in the middle. He's going to keep this palace though. Excal may be aware there's something there. He might force fire here. Yeah, he's aware. Force fire in the palace. It's a rarity to see something like that. A palace stuck behind the back in stealth. Generally, you want to fill that full of RPGs. You could class that as a major mistake, really. Not filling that with RPGs. Because a load of people say these gold replays are supposed to be flawless and no major mistakes, but not having any units inside of your palace, is that a basic mistake or is that quite a big mistake? Of course, one thing we've got to take into account is that these kind of replays is 13 years ago, so all the strategies that have developed over the last 13 years, these players were the people creating the strategies, so that's one thing we do have to bear in mind. These are the people that have helped shape the way the game was played from the very beginning, when there wasn't a lot of strategies that were already in play. There weren't hundreds of millions of replays that you could already watch, or hundreds of thousands of replays rather. There wasn't loads of YouTube channels where you can just watch what all the build orders are and stuff like that. There wasn't even Gentle where you can download other people's replays unless they've been uploaded. So Yeah, this was before Gentle. This was before, I think, even map hacking. Well, I don't know, maybe the same time as map hacking, I don't know. But, yeah, these were the players that kind of created strategies, and that should definitely be admired. The burst this time from Dackel is going to escape. Has caused a bit of damage. Palace now re-established for Dackel. This is a bit of a weird situation. You don't often see this situation with like this much control here. And a full GLA base in the middle. Oh no, demo trap. That's good for Excal. Killed one of the busters. Probably going to kill some quads as well if they overstep the mark there. At least he kind of had a spare bus. But remember, this is all that Dackel can see. We can see everything. So yeah, this is a really weird situation. Excal is now fully established in Dackel's original base. Plenty of tunnels there, just like Dackel has here. So very similar kind of strategies. Supply potentially now going down. No Jarman from Excal. That would have worked nicely if he had a Jarman in there. He would have won that engagement completely. But now that battle bus is low, and there's also I don't think any units inside of it. On what, like 1 or 2 units inside of it max. This demo trap is going to work out nicely for him though. Oh no, he's going to go back. Unlucky for Excal. It would be nice if he finishes that off completely though. Just not finished completely. Seems to be wanting to run back just in case a counter attack comes in. Excal only collecting with 4 workers there. Black market established on the bottom right for Dackel and in the middle as well. Jarman is now here, but Dackel's Jarman is gonna... Ooh, demo trap. All of that is dead now for Dackel, and that Jarman needs to run away. I don't think that Excal has a radar van and a scan, by the way, so Jarman is pretty protected. Yeah, no buggies or anything like that yet. It's all buses, so... I think nowadays you wouldn't see both players going buses that often. Sometimes you do. Like I remember a Boyka versus Fargo game recently where both players mass in buses. Fargo often likes to go buses. I know players like Scuba like to go buses a lot, but generally one player will be going buses, one buggies, or both players will be going buggies. Rarely do you see both players going buses, but sometimes you do. So got 2 angry mobs out now for Dackel. Toxin Tractor is laying down some poison, and those workers are all going to get contaminated. Whoa, I think a Toxin Tractor there as well. Loads of quads out for Excal though. Going a little bit too close to the angry mob, might lose one. It's going to escape actually. There is a battle bus as well though, and actually that one there might go down. That'll be a nice one to pick off. Jarman is out, but the other Jarman has escaped the bus, but I think Excal is aware. That bus now needs to get out of there. Not sure how many RPGs are around. Oh, there are actually quite a few. There is Jarman here though. And Excal is going to pop his quads at the same time he's going to use the Jarman, but the Jarman kind of got stuck behind the quads and the bus is on the run. So Excal's still collecting from both main suppliers on the map, but this one Does have worker shoes as well. Very impressed. No worker shoes from Dackel. Does have a black market though. Unlucky for Dackel, his bus has now gone down, and Excal, if he wants, can capture that bus for himself. Dackel doesn't want that to happen, so he's going to force fire the bus. But he's going to lose a quad, maybe. And needs to go away. He's going to lose a quad. Excal wants to defend that bus. He probably does want it for himself. Excal 1400, Dackel on 1900. Excal wants to push these tunnels back. There is 2 quads here to defend though. Quad lost on either side. Now an extra quad down for Dackel. There is a battle bus now out, and Excal has switched into buggies. I forgot to mention that. So maybe that'll be useful for killing these battle buses after all. Excal is now force firing that battle bus. Probably would get that for myself, because I think if he's dropping down any more tunnels throughout the rest of this, then using the RPGs to go inside of there wouldn't be a bad idea. Even if you just put one RPG inside of it, it makes the army look a lot more scary and might force Dackel back in a few situations. Dackel's market is now under threat because Excal does have this garrison here. The buggies are going to reinforce this as well, and there's a Jarman out as well. There's a bit of an engagement here, but it's actually just a load of workers from Excal. Dackel's going to chase it with the battle bus. That market is going to go down, it looks like. And the game is slowing down. The Excal's still collecting very, very slowly, only with 3 workers. Does have worker shoes though. That Jarman needs to be careful going near the tunnel. Dackel's got 4 markets now. One of them did go down, so he was back to 4. He did have 5. He's only on 1 supply as well. Bus sniped, but Jarman is there to save the day, so Excal's Jarman does go down. Excal's on 3 markets, I think. But he's still on this supply here. So we've got 3 markets versus 4 markets. About the same supplies roughly left. Maybe a tiny bit less for Dackel. Excal only on $564. Dackel on about $1,200 almost. So this might come down to sneak attacks, anthrax bombs, and using the bounty to collect in the cash. Nice bounty there. $80 I think that was for killing the tunnel. Yeah, see, he had them RPGs, so even if he just put 1 RPG inside of the bus to capture it, and then 1 RPG inside of it to fight, I'm pretty sure that would have been a good idea. But Excal is at risk here of losing his only supply. He is engaging from this top side instead. 1 tunnel going down from either player. Dackel not beacon in the tunnels, but he seems to maybe just remember where it is. 4th black market now going down for Excal. I think I probably prefer the positioning of Excal's markets. They're more closely hugging the outside of the map. Rather than like Dackel's, they're wide open in the middle here. I know this could potentially go bad for Excal. There is a Jarman in the mix though as well. Jarman doesn't seem to have the sniper ability. Only losing 2 units there. Worker seems to want to go for this quad. Dackel shooting down the quad. He's now stealthed his buses. So Excal Jarman not going to be able to snipe it for the time being. Another market going down. Another demo trap going down for Excal in the top left of the map. Jarman is here, but I think there's a Jarman already inside of Dackel's battle bus. So as long as he scans it with the radar scan ability, which he is doing, then he should be able to kill the enemy Jarman before the Jarman can snipe. So that's what he's doing there. Jarman has gone down, but Jarman's already picked up a battle bus of Dackel's. He's just abandoning the battle bus there, realizing that it is a lost cause. Jarman snipes a quad. Dackel's on now on 5 markets. Excal also on 5 markets. So very, very even. Both players out of supplies completely now. And in roughly the same kind of situation. Both similar map control. So Excal 3,400. Dackel on 700. Is Excal going to drop down more markets? Or is he just going to invest in units to defend these battle buses? And does Excal have a command? Yeah, Excal does have a command center, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he does. Needs to run away with his buggies before the bus gets close. But he has picked off 1 bus. And that's the thing about buggies beating buses. Obviously, close range, the battle bus is going to decimate armies of buggies. It's like loads of little skirmishes or loads of little battles between these players. Both players scanning each other, and Dackel's Jarman coming out on top. But then Jarman's both going down, actually. So Dackel's Jarman dead too. All of these RPGs, though, don't really want to be losing all of them. Supply does go down for Excal, though. So Excal's now on 0 supplies as well. It was annoyingly $1,200 left. It's not even worth making a supply for that. There's no other supply on the map. He's dropping down another market. Almost 2,500 for Dackel. Very similar money situation for Excal. Wow, that sneak attack doesn't really want to go there. But nice conjunction with the Tox Bomb. And Excal's reaction to that was not very good. He's lost 2 buggies out of radar van. Nice from Dackel. Very, very nice. Dackel's about to lose all of his workers, potentially. Another black market being established right next to this bunker, though. It's really weird. Why is he dropping down markets next to this bunker? He's already lost 1 from there. It's a little bit strange. He's going to lose another one as well. I don't know if he's going to cancel it or not. He is going to cancel it. I think he momentarily forgot about that. Yeah, I was going to say one on the right side, probably not a bad idea, even in the middle. So yeah, Excal I don't think has very much. Only 2 units inside of there so far, and he's not built anything else yet because he can't. He's going to build a quad. Straight inside the safety of the tunnel. Dackel has been allowed to collect very, very slowly. He has collected $600 from there. I think there was $1,200 before. Excal's quad lived a very short life. Literally went from there to there. From there to there, dead. And yeah, the game has gone to a real slow pace at the moment. Needs to be careful of this demo trap. Dackel. I think he's on the ball. He is scanning. He is aware there could be more demo traps. No demo traps from Dackel. I think they do cost either 400 or 600. I think it's 400 for Gilet Stealth. Stealthy battle bus is still roaming around. Angry Mob for Dackel. I'm not sure how much use that's going to be because there is a Jarman and there are some quads in Excal's army. Battle bus is going to go down, but there's another battle bus as well, though, and all of the buggies have gone down now for Excal. There's 2 left, sorry. Angry Mob is going to get in the base, though, and the black market is in danger. It's going to go down. 2 tunnels down so far for Excal. Quad is going to come and try and clear this up. Sneak attack deployed for Dackel. Not sure what he's going to pop out of there.
A warrior has fallen.
He's going to use it for defense with the angry mob. But Excal is taking some damage here, and he doesn't really want to be losing markets. He's already lost 1. Several of his tunnels have gone down. The workers are still long distance collecting, and it's been allowed. Command center is at risk now. The angry mob is going crazy on the command center. It's got the AK-47 upgrade as well. Jarman is out, but I don't know if this command center is going to last. Jarman way too slow for Excal. Command center has now gone down. All the bounty coming in for Dackel. It's got 2,700. Excal is now without the command center support powers. He's also about to lose another market, it potentially looks like. And Dackel is once again coming out on top, just like he was in the beginning of the game. He's coming back. I'm failing to see how Excal is going to come back from this. He's lost so many markets, lost the command center. Dackel now creeping forward. He's got another market now, random place. Angry Mob is going crazy on the black market once again. And another black market potentially going down here. Buggies do find an angle on this battle burst, but they're going to get some shots off of some of the buggies. 1 of the buggies, 2 of the buggies going down. Battle burst is going to get picked off, but the angry mob is still alive, but it is going down now to the tunnels. Another battle burst from Dackel. And this is crazy where he's building these black markets. That black market is going to die. Maybe just a little bit too ambitious. Excal's now re-establishing the command center. These buggies, and once again, 1 of them going down. He's lost his arms dealer as well, so I'm pretty sure he's only got 1 buggy now. RPG is very, very low. It's going to self-heal, though. Dackel's now got so many markets. Failing to see how Excal is going to come back from this. He did a really decent mid-game comeback, but now once again Dackel is looking very much on top. Sneak attack now deployed right outside 2 tunnels though for Excal. I don't think Excal has many units. He's only got 1 buggy. I don't even know if he's realized that the sneak attack is here. Another one of Excal's tunnels going down. Command center is now finished. Supply center being now placed down by Excal next to his palace. Has now spotted the sneak attack. Needs to be careful of the buggy though. It's his only unit. Battle bus is now out for Dackel. Closing down yet another tunnel. Radar van did escape. Tox bomb right on Excal's base. That's going to be so annoying. It's going to kill the radar van and his workers, and especially the worker building the arms dealer. And behind this, Dackel's just got so many markets. He's just continuing this bus spam. He's got more angry mobs. He's got some buggies of his own. There's the repair upgrade as well, so his buses aren't going to heal. It heals super quick inside of the tunnel. It's like a F1 Formula 1 pit stop going inside of the tunnel. Everyone goes mental with their spanners and wrenches and stuff, fixes the bus in light speed. And then the bus comes out to enjoy another battle. Oh, Tox bomb of Excal's own has killed a load of stuff there. I think 1 radar van went down. I think that was a radar van. But a buggy went down as well. I think 1 other unit. Excal's about to lose his arms dealer though. No cancel there. $2,500 wasted. His command center once again is in danger. I think that might be Excal out, because once he loses that, correct me if I'm wrong, but he can't build any more workers. I think that's GG. Excal might have given up the way he's not building any more workers. It looks like he might have given up. He might be Type in GG, well played. And Dackel has finally made a worker.
Does it have to be so far?
Where's he going to build his command center? Or where's he going to build anything? Has he got any markets left? He's got 2 markets left. Barracks being placed down. He's got 4,700 now because he sold his command center. But this is a lost cause now. Dackel's just clearing up the map. Four tunnels remaining for Excal. I think Dackel might think that Excal's got more than he knows. Because it's stealth, he might think that he's got like markets all scattered around, stuff like that. But Excal actually doesn't have very much at all. All of these tunnels are going to get cleared up. There's no units inside of there for Excal. Excal, I think, has given up. The way he's been so slow with this worker. Tunnels all going down in Excal's main base. So Excal's now been permanently evicted. He's been like that thorn in Dackel's side the whole time because yeah, he could never clear all of the tunnels. But Excal now is just really getting pushed back. This garrison is about the only thing that Excal can do. Currently, Scud Storm is being established. And there is still a palace here. 4 RPGs inside of there. But Dackel could just take this out from range. It's really a lost cause, I think. Scud Storm now established and instantly stealthed. Still a black market here, and Dackel has not spotted that yet. He's on 6,000 now. He's going to kill his command center so quick. There might be a Tox bomb from Excal. I can't remember when he last used it. It is going to finish. Maybe a sneak attack. I don't know. Sneak attack deployed right there. It's not going to do much. Excal has been defeated. Bit of an anticlimax, really. I felt like I knew who was going to win that from about 5 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago. But yeah, epic start from Dackel. Epic comeback from Excal mid-game, even though I'm not that on par with the strategies used. Don't like the strategies used that much. Like, Excal wasted a lot of quads in the early game with those attacks down the left-hand side, and even though he lost 1 engagement and he knew how much Dackel had, he then went again with another 3 quads, I think, and then lost another quad. So yeah, a few questionable engagements, but Excal did really well to pull it back. But then Dackel once it went back to even, because I think at one point they both had 5 markets, but Dackel then once again went storming ahead, and it was those battle busters and continually denying the tunnels, and the buggies were going down as well. His Jarman engagements were super on point, and you can see he actually collected loads more money. He had the 4 supplies because he had the 2 supplies in the middle for a long while. Excal did have his oil first, but Dackel quickly caught up with that, and yeah, a pretty good game. I don't think, like by today's standards, if that replay got posted in today's world without these 2 players' names next to it, I don't think it would probably even get a few wubs at all on game replays, or be upvoted. That means, but back then it was only like the game was only 3 years old. These players were the people who were creating the strategies. So yeah, that's why it was such an epic replay at that time. Like 13 years ago, these strategies were probably unheard of. But who's to say, if those players carried on playing for those 13 years, they probably would have developed all kinds of new strategies. And probably a lot of the strategies we use today are probably based around strategies that they came up with. So yeah, GG, well played to both players. As I said, that was the most highly commended replay in history for 0 Hour, I think. So yeah, absolutely epic, and well played to Dackel, pulling off a win against the super expert player that is Excal. So yeah, GG guys, see you in the next one.